Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Wednesday, November the 13th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions you may have, you can use this email address. This is a link to get into our free room. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our free trading room. In this link, you'll also still see the link for the test drive that is going on. There's still time. It'll cost you $8.99. You'll get 7 trading days if you sign up tonight. You'll have Thursday, Friday, balance of this week, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all 5 trading days next week. So it will cost you $8.99. What that gets you is our full premium service, including our real-time paper trading module, our access to our AI, everything. You can create scans, you can do everything. Come into the room, I can show you a lot of different things, what you can do with Trade Ideas. I open the room every morning at 9 o'clock Eastern Time, and I go to 3 o'clock. Mondays to Fridays. So let's just take a look at, this was the star from the Holly Neo today. I mean, look at this one, 1650. It got all, that was the alert on the short, 1650. It got all the way down to, my goodness, 12.99. I think at one point it was down about 25%. It has rebounded somewhat. CLDX 5203, 5493 on the long side. Tremendous alert there, and lots of time to get in. This one, unfortunately, the NSYS, what I would say about this, first of all, there was the alert at 737. It had earnings. It's a super low float. Probably the algorithm was a little bit, I would never put a stop price at 605 on a 737 stock. What it did is it looked at the low of the day. Okay, that's, I guess right here, 605 or something. Somewhere is the low of the day. Anyway, that's what it looked at. And so I would have, if I'd got into this one, I never would have allowed it to go all the way down to 605 before I got out. But so that was really the only one. The D-Dog, 4065, it got up to 4190. The marker, I couldn't get this one, unfortunately. The marker, I just couldn't get the fill I wanted. 309, it got all the way down to 279. So other than this one, it had a pretty darn good day. I mean, I guess the SPP didn't work. Let's see, 6005 got up to, I mean, but you just get out of the trade. That's all. I mean, it's that, but definitely it had some spectacular runs on the other one. So now from my watch list, the one that I took, and I tried a couple early. Let's see, what one did I? The SCOR. And it wasn't from my watch list, but I actually tried the SCOR. And here's the importance of putting a stop. Okay, the SCOR. Now it's coming back a little bit. I got into this one just at this level here. I think around 415 or so, right on. And I think it. Where are you here? Yeah, it gapped up. I thought, all right, this is really moving. And then it started moving down. I got out for about I think it was an 8-cent loss. But look, that's why you have to have a stop. I mean, for a $4 stock to drop that much, for me anyway, depending on how many shares you have, of course, I mean, I can't hold on. So I took a very manageable loss. Yeah, it was a loss. And I'm still looking at this one, maybe for tomorrow. Look at this on the weekly chart. I think you'll see. Look at the potential here. And what I noticed on whatever the news it had, several insiders looked like they made some buys. So this has to be watched tomorrow. I mean, this could just be the start of trying to come back. I mean, this at one point was a $24 stock. I'm not saying it's going to get there, but this will definitely make the watch list tomorrow. Now, one that did make the watch list for me today was Court. Now, I've already sold some out, but let me take a look at it on the 15-minute chart. And why? Well, actually, I should look at it on the weekly chart to show you why. It's not quite as dramatic as the other one. But you can see looking left, it's a little more choppy, but looking left, it has room all the way up to that area. I mean, at one point that week it hit in that area, almost up to $20. So when I say this, and I say this in the room all the time, I don't mean it's going to get there. I have no idea, but I like to put the odds on my side when I look at a chart like this, and this is to me an attractive chart. It's basically trying to get rid of all this chop area, okay, and maybe start to attack this void. So the alert happened at let me get back to a weekly chart, or the 15-minute chart. So the alert happened right there at 1625. I didn't get in quite there. I got in right in this area here, and I've sold some up here. So a nice percentage move. I mean, a very good percentage move. And what I typically do with my watch list is I will just put the stop at where the alert was. So I mean, I'm in at 1630, I think 1632 it was. So my stop would be 7 cents away. So very tight stop. So 14 cents plus where I was in gets me up to 49. There's 2 to 1 right there. So it's even more up here. So, that's why this sort of a trade is very attractive to me. And it's quick. Once it started to move, it really started to move. And again, it had earnings on the 7th. If you look here on the daily chart, this was the day of earnings. Okay, now it was kind of choppy. I mean, it gapped up, but it didn't hold its gains. I mean, it got all the way up here, and then it came back down, and then it closed here. But look at the next day, and then yesterday, and now today. So these are beautiful follow-through days after the earnings play. So I mean, I've gone over Neil. I've gone over, I mean, which to me still is, for me, it's the AI to keep looking at. Excuse me. Tomorrow's Thursday and Friday. We'll still have a number of earnings plays. Typically, when you see these stocks in here, not that I was not one of them, but these, I believe, all were earnings plays. And that's typically what happens. This is what Neil was looking for. The strong volume, strong relative volume. When I look at, let's see what the relative volume is right now for I. I'll just bring in the single stock window. 26 times normal, 21 million shares, 26 times normal. So I mean, that's what this is what Neil is looking for. And unfortunately, next week we're down to about 400 and a little less than 500 companies releasing earnings, and a lot of them will be smaller ones. So it remains to be seen how many alerts we get and how much, like, does the trend continue, like something like the I. Let me bring back the 15-minute. I mean, look at this. I mean, it had a little pull-up there, so you could have even waited on that pull-up and then got in here. I mean, it's just a tremendous move. So anyway, we'll have to see what happens next week. We'll get alerts. You just won't get as many. And again, I don't know if we'll get the same sort of trend that we're getting during earnings season. So I hope if you're part of the test drive and you haven't come into the trading room, please come into the trading room. I'm answering questions of people who are in the test drive and others. I mean, our subscribers ask questions too. But that is a perfect place to come in. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. Ask me questions. I can demonstrate right on the screen because I'm sharing my screen, talking to you. I can demonstrate right on my screen probably most answers to any question you may have. If I can't, I will certainly direct you to somebody who can, okay? So I'm just going to close this down and bring back the capture program. And so again, any questions for me, you can use this email address, but if you can come into the trading room, even better. And again, the link for the test drive is in the email you're getting. You'll still have 7 trading days. It's only $8.99. We had an absolute record turnout. It's our best test drive. We only do it 4 times a year. I believe this is the 6th or 7th one, and we've set a record on this one. So everybody is very enthusiastic about taking a look at our paper trading and everything else we have to offer. So I hope to see you in the trading room tomorrow. I'll open the room tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern. So again, have a great evening, everybody. And again, I hope to see you in the trading room tomorrow. Bye-bye.